Good evening, or technically good morning because it's like 2:30 a.m. But I haven't gone to bed yet, so it's still the same day. I'm gonna talk about a couple of things today. It's sort of a review, although it's gonna be way looser than most of my reviews because I'm amped up on sugar and very tired, so I don't know how this video is gonna go. But today I used my movie pass for the first time and I saw a movie called Hitman's Bodyguard. So we're going to talk about both of those things. First off, MoviePass. For those of you who don't know, MoviePass is created by the creator of Netflix. Basically, you pay $10 a month and you receive a debit card in the mail. By going into the MoviePass app, you can activate this debit card for 30 minutes as long as you're standing within 100 yards of a theater. And you activate the pass, and then you have 30 minutes to buy the movie ticket that you clicked that you wanted to purchase. And then you can go see the movie. It's $10 a month, and you can see one movie a day for the whole month, which is pretty incredible. Hello. I have a cat now. So that's pretty cool. It gives you the opportunity to see a lot of different films, which I think is really awesome. That's probably my favorite part. And obviously I've only used it for one day, but it's $10 a month. So as long as you go to 2 movies, you've more than made your money back. And it's accepted at most theaters because the theaters are just getting paid. How they make money, I'm not so sure about. I'm sure that it's partially people who decide not to use the card even though they have it. It's also probably a deal with the movie people because it means more butts in seats, which is a good thing for them. I don't know. I'd be interested actually in how that economically plays out as far as the business plan goes. Part number 2 is the movie I went to see, which was called Hitman's Bodyguard. I went to see it because I like Ryan Reynolds a lot. This film stars Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson, and it is the story. Ryan Reynolds' character is a bodyguard. I know, shocking. And he was a professional bodyguard for high, I don't know, very important criminals mostly. And so he was a bodyguard for very important criminals, and then a very important person that he was guarding got shot while he was guarding him, and he went from like the really cool top level guy who drives a fancy car and lives in a fancy place and has a really cute girl to like a loser who's still a bodyguard and still really good. Like even though when he's the lowest of the low and he's guarding like lawyers who are on way too much cocaine, he's still pretty darn impressive. So then his ex-girlfriend calls him and says that they need somebody to guard this assassin, played by Samuel L. Jackson, who is going to testify for Interpol. And they need to get him there, and clearly the Russians are the bad guys. Russians have become bad guys again? Well, sorry, they're Soviets. And they're the bad guys, and so he has to guard Samuel L. Jackson. Twist, they knew each other and they don't like each other. And it's super entertaining. It's maybe not a top quality movie, and I'm sure that it doesn't get very good reviews, but for something that I would consider a popcorn flick, it was definitely fun. It had some pretty funny moments. I found myself laughing, which is partially because Samuel L. Jackson's laugh is super contagious. And also, it was just fun action. I enjoy ridiculous action flicks. I love the Fast and Furious films. And this is definitely a fun movie I would recommend. They curse a lot, so hopefully you're okay with that. And there's some really good scenes in the film. One of my favorites is when Ryan Reynolds is complaining to a bartender about how Samuel L. Jackson's character has ruined his life. And he's sitting at this outdoor bar, he orders a drink, and that's when the bad guys start shooting at Samuel L. Jackson. So everybody in this outdoor bar is running, the bartender is cowering behind the bar, and Ryan Reynolds is sitting there and continuing on this tirade very calmly as if nothing is happening at all. And I always love that in movies. I don't know why, but something about people just standing still as chaos happens around them is really entertaining to me. Clearly because that's what makes it a movie. Because if chaos like that was happening and you stood still, you'd probably end up dead. But if you're the star of a movie, the chaos just moves around you. So yeah, I would give it probably an 8 out of 10 stars. Because it's good, but it's nothing great. And if you're just looking for an enjoyable way to spend a couple hours, I would recommend this film. You gotta like humor, you gotta like violence, and you gotta be okay with cursing. But as long as you like those 3 things, you'll have a good time. And that's it for me today. I'm going to trim the end and beginning off of this video because hopefully I talked well enough through it that I can just post it. And I'll see you tomorrow.